Yo, welcome to the Puff Sip Chat. If you love a good cigar, if you love a good glass of whiskey, if you love good conversations while you're doing it, you came to the right place. Our goal is to educate. What's up, Simp?
What's going on?
All right, I'm StickMan number one.
StickMan Simp, y'all.
All right, let's do it. Hit that subscribe button, like button, comment. Tell us what you think. We love it. You know, don't talk shit, but we'll take it, all right? Come get us. Hey, and yes, we are the official podcast of Tampa Cigar Week. Go to tampacigarweek.com and check out the details. We hope to see you down there March 24th through March, 27th, right? In Tampa, Florida, Ybor City, the home of cigars, really, for the U.S. My hometown, where I grew up.
It's gonna be big.
I can't wait. It's going to be huge. A lot of cigar brands. Shout out to JC Newman, David Blanco, all those folks. They're going to be down there doing it in the place. So, hey, you see what this man is wearing right here, right? Puff Sip Chat. Go to puffsipchat.com. Get your hoodies, get your tees, get some hats, whatever you want. We got it there for you.
We got
Check
it in
us out.
different colors. We just wearing this for the season right now.
I just
this for the season.
For the season, I kind of like, you know, I'm a black and gray guy. People tell me I'm boring by keeping it that way, but you know, that's me. You know, I let you he'll bust out the red every now and then. I let you do that.
If there was a fuchsia on there, I'd rock that too.
Oh man! And while you on puffsipchat.com, you gotta hit the link to the cigar subscription service, the Loyal to Ash, our partnership. Become a smoke dog for only $39.99 a month. You get 5 premium sticks every month. Right now, go get it. Tell them about it.
Hey, it'll build up your reserve. Those cigars will come each and every month, and before you know it, you'll have a stash because you're gonna be smoking anyway. So
wow,
why not
I don't know.
have a stash coming in anyway?
The reality is 5 is just gonna compliment you. We might go through 5 on a Saturday sometimes. Yeah. I don't know, but go get them though. Mm-hmm. It's a great deal, great price. You won't get those premium sticks for anywhere less. And right now, we actually have a special, right? Because we just launched the program a few weeks ago. So for 10% off, use the coupon code PuffSipChat when you hit that link, and we got you. We got you, right? 10% off the first 3 months, all right? So why are we here today? We here for that Ballers on the Budget. You see the Glen Fohdry right here? It's something new. Mm-hmm. We haven't really tried it before. It's a 12-year single malt, aged in a French oak cask. They also have a 12-year American oak cask, which I can't wait to try. They also have a 21 and a 29-year-old, which is like hundreds of dollars. That does not fit the Baller on a Budget thing. So we're not going to be fucking with that.
That's a special occasion.
Now, if y'all want to donate a bottle to the Puff Sip Chat podcast, we got you, right? We'll be doing that.
Oh, yeah, we'll give you a shout out.
All right. So it can only be found at Total Wine. Exclusively at Total Wine. So Total Wine, bro. I mean, my man X don't drink, so I can't even bring him in this conversation right now.
Right.
But dude, Total Wine is like an adult candy store. Mm-hmm. If for us alcoholics, well, I'm not really alcoholic, but those who like to indulge in the spirits, you go to Total Wine and get your Glen Fohdry and just get anything you want. There hasn't been much I haven't been able to find when I was looking for it at Total Wine.
Yeah, if you go in there and you don't really know what you want to get, you're going to be stuck in there for a minute because there's a lot to choose from. Yeah. There's a lot to choose from.
And Total Wine, if you want to holler at us about, talking about y'all a lot, we can do that. We can do that.
Give us a shout, Total Wine.
Give us a shout. The cool thing about this, though, when we say Ballers on the Budget, this Glen Fohdry that I picked up, it's under $30. Mm-hmm. You see the price fluctuate a little bit, a couple dollars. I happen to get this bottle for $24.99, bro.
That's amazing. Look at the presentation, though.
Yeah, it's nice orange.
Beautiful.
It's got the old Buccaneer orange. Ooh, the old Buccaneer orange. Tampa Bay in the house, baby.
Here we go.
Today, I am puffing on an Alec Bradley Medalist. Honduran wrapper. It's a mild cigar because it's the middle of the day. And it has Honduran and Nicaraguan filler. So what you puffing on?
I'm puffing on a JFR. I call it Jafar for short, even though JFR seems shorter than Jafar, but that's just my thing. A little bolder. I've already had a stick earlier today. Mm-hmm. So
you had that coffee stick.
Yeah, I had that coffee stick. So okay. I'm going a little bit stronger with this.
Mm-hmm. And yes, it's just me and Simp today. Mm-hmm. We called like 100 people and they all told us no. Not really.
Well, 100 people actually called us and we said, you know what, it's just gonna be us today. So that's really what happened.
And because the Puff Sip Chat has blown up so much, it's blown up to such big proportions, I know you're gonna be surprised when I say this. I actually have a day job.
I do too.
All right, so I have a day job. This is not on. I could. No, I can't just do that.
Not yet.
Brother like to eat, but hey, I did have. You know how you do those little like icebreakers?
Yeah.
At the job, it's funny.
Oh yeah,
You have some new people. You sitting around chit chatting. You going, hey, what do you do? Let's have this. They actually asked something real interesting this week. Well, not interesting, but I thought it was funny. They said, "What's your guilty pleasure?" And people had some crazy things, man. I don't know if you have a guilty pleasure that you want to share with the audience. What's your guilty pleasure, bro? Before we start sipping.
Before we start sipping, my guilty pleasure. I love me some anime.
You are an anime nerd.
I'm an anime nerd. At times when I'm in the mood, I'll watch it subtitled, meaning you got to be reading and watching the whole time. You can't even do this for a minute. No, you got to read and watch, but I like them dubbed. So I'm a big anime guy.
Now, I'm gonna really put you on the spot. Do you like the kinky, sexy little anime,
no,
or do you do the karate fighting anime? Because I've seen both of them out there. Not that I've watched, but I've seen both of them out there, bro.
No, you're right. They do have those out there, but I'm more of with the fighting and going beyond the little guy going beyond the expected limit, and he or she just keeps going and going.
Okay.
And you can really relate that to a lot of things in life.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I think I'm gonna check out the kinky, sexy ones though. But anyway, my guilty pleasure, man. Everybody laughed at it, and I'm gonna tell y'all because my daughter. I'm gonna blame my daughter for this. She got me hooked on 90 Day Fiance. You would think my big, tall, 6'5", dark and handsome dude would not be watching 90 Day Fiance. But that shit is hilarious, man. It's like number one, I could never imagine seeing myself on that show, you know, for a lot of reasons. But but even if I was a single dude, I would not be out there.
That's
on
hilarious.
That show.
And it seems as though they get the craziest people and match the craziest people together.
Yeah. Well,
not that I've watched it, I just heard
the one thing, it's like a train wreck that I can't stop watching. No offense to y'all on 90 Day Fiance, but kind of offense. But
sorry, not sorry.
Not sorry. They got this dude from America went over to all the way to Russia to date like this little Russian chick who's like this tall. No lie. What? And she can't walk. She like walks all fucked up and stuff. I know. I'm sorry. I'm getting all in trouble. I know I'm getting all in trouble, man. Person. She's like a little person, man. And he smashed it.
Wow.
He smashed it.
Then maybe that's his guilty pleasure.
That might be. See, they trying to act like they all in love and shit, but I think dude's on a fetish. I think he's on some, I want to travel across the world and smash a little person. Okay. And he did it.
Well,
and the first night, she wanted to give it to him the first night, and he wouldn't take it. So she was like, all disappointed that he wouldn't smash the first night.
He was trying to be honorable?
He was trying to be honorable and shit. But he eventually got it, though.
Okay.
You know, he got to carry her to the bed and shit and lay her down in the bed and carry. Anyway.
You really going into it on
dude,
this.
90 Day Fiance is off the chain. But anyway, that's my guilty pleasure. Let's get back to Glen Fohdry. Speyside, Scotland. It's actually owned by a larger company called Quality Spirits International. QSI, actually, is what it's referred to, is widely regarded as the #1 supplier of private label Scotch. So because this can only be found at Total Wine, it's their Scotch.
Oh, okay.
And they made it for Total Wine. And actually has a little fun fact, Simp. I know you were doing a little research earlier about the fun fact. Tell them about the little fun fact.
The fun fact about it is that Glen Fohdry, and I know the name kind of rings a bell, and you're absolutely right if you thought about it. They're also owned by the people who make Glenfiddich and what's the other one?
Balvenie, yes.
Also, they did this for
Total Wine. So there you go. Might have been aged in the same factory. Who knows? That might explain some of the smoothness that we're about to enjoy here in just a moment. So it's aged in a French oak cask, which is known for actually being less porous than the American oak cask. And French oak apparently will impart a little bit of a less vanilla flavor than the American oak. And apparently it makes it a little warmer, lighter, hints of oak and baking spices. All that shit that we say that we don't know anything about, that's what they say it's supposed to do.
They say it's there, but okay, all right, we'll take your word for it.
And it is 94 proof. So a little higher than your typical just daily sipper of around 90 proof, but it's not that fire that you get with that like plus 100 proof stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which I love too. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And it's right now. It's not the time. So another random topic before we start tasting what we're here to do today.
Okay.
We in the wilderness here right now.
Yeah.
Some people would say,
Yeah.
I'm in the suburbs, but they actually call this the wilderness. Some people think this is the country. Like, you got city relatives that come to visit, they be like, damn, you live in the country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seen a bear or two kind of run through, a deer and everything, so, you know.
Could you actually survive in the wild? Because another guilty pleasure I have is like Naked and Afraid, and I kind of watch that crazy stuff too. But I always ask myself, could I actually make it? Simp, you used to be a Boy Scout.
Yes, I used to be a Boy Scout, and I can rub a couple of sticks together and create a fire. But yeah, no, it's I've kind of mentally prepared for like the zombie apocalypse and everything. So just in case,
hey,
I think I could.
If this Russia-Ukraine shit don't get under
Lord,
control, we all might be in the zombie apocalypse days. We might be running from bomb. I'm too old. My knees are bad, man. I wouldn't make it that far, but I try.
I'm gonna find the whoever has a 4x4 or whoever jumped out the 4x4 and took off running. I'm hopping in it.
I wish I still had my Jeep. So now I really need my Jeep.
You don't need it. Trust me. Somebody gonna leave their Jeep running. Either they gonna get bit and they turn into a zombie and jump out, they gonna leave that thing running.
Yeah, because you know what? Not that I ever want to see this happen, but I don't know if you ever seen the horror movie Chernobyl because of the nuclear. So if the nuclear accident, we will turn into zombies. Because Chernobyl, it happened in the movie, so that means it's probably going to happen in real life too.
I'm immune to that because I take black seed oil every morning.
Oh,
so
shit.
Whatever's floating out there, it won't affect me.
So black seed oil, folks, will keep you from turning into a radioactive zombie.
There you go.
There you go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, you learned it right here on the Puff Sip Chat. All right, let's get into this shit, man. You want to do the honors?
Man, I'd love to do it. I've been staring at this bottle for the longest.
Glen Fohdry, y'all.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Beautiful bottle. We've been letting it breathe here, so we already had the top.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've learned. Take the top off and let it breathe.
Yeah. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Oh, yeah.
Let it breathe. All right, let's get a little nose on it. Well, we'll cheers in a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm definitely getting a lot of sweetness in the nose.
It's clearing up my sinuses.
Yes, it will do that. Opening up the mouth, you know how we do the little education. You open up the mouth and you get it. It kind of gets it back down there in the olfactory senses, as they say. Did I say that right? Is that right? The olfactory sense?
It sounds right to me.
Yeah, somebody will correct me if I said it wrong. Okay. All right, so I'm getting definitely a strong sweetness. I'm almost getting a little bit of fruity kind of apple smell.
I'm kind of sensing some honey.
Oh, that's a scent of honey.
The scent of honey.
All right. So this is interesting. Right now is when we usually do, what the hell did the pros say?
Exactly.
And guess what? We did our research and there was no pros on this one. So guess what? Right here on the Puff Sip Chat, we are going to say, he said honey, I said some apple, I said some sweetness. So the official nose is honey with a hint of apple and a mild sweetness on the back.
There you go.
You just heard it on the Puff Sip Chat. We just made it official.
We did it.
We did it. So we're going to put that shit on Wikipedia or
there
something
you
like
go.
that. Glen Fohdry, holla at us. Y'all should have did that.
You're going to see a picture of us like this.
Exactly. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
All right. Let's get a little taste in. And we got lawn people doing lawn in the backyard and shit, but hopefully y'all don't hear a whole lot of that. Miles, drown that out, please. Shout out to Miles, our editor.
Well, we got a great crew. Mm-hmm. We hear kids and all that stuff, and you never hear it on the podcast.
No, you don't. So, very smooth.
Yeah. Extremely
smooth. It's like, wow. What are you getting?
My thing is I'm big on smooth. It does go down smooth. And yes, it is 94 proof. You're definitely getting that.
You got a little bit of a bite.
You got a little bit of a slight bite.
But it goes away pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
Mm-hmm. So what we're getting, it really hits the tongue smooth at first. Slight bite on the back of the tongue, but I get the bite that just kind of goes away pretty quickly. I don't get as much sweetness.
Bite, actually.
It's a good bite, and I don't get as much sweetness as I smell.
Right.
Like when I nosed it, I got a lot of sweetness, but when I taste it on the palate, I don't get the sweetness. So anyway, go figure, right? But it's very smooth though. I'm impressed. $24.99, y'all. $24.99. Mm-hmm. What do the pros say?
Well, as far as we're almost pros. We're pros in training.
We're pros in training.
But I don't I don't taste the honey like I smell.
Yeah, that's right. You did say you got the honey,
I
but you
smell
don't.
the honey, but I don't taste.
Because the sweetness is not there.
Exactly. So I'm gonna defer to what the pros say.
The pros say we should get rich fruit. Okay, a rich fruit, whatever rich fruit is. A bit of oak, which French oak. Okay, we get that. So you definitely I get a little small woodsy in there with mild apple. Bam.
You got.
I said apple.
Yeah,
I did get the apple.
That.
So rich fruit, little oak, mild apple. Good stuff though. I'm impressed, man.
But it's really good for the price point. This is nice. And matter of fact, if you had this in one of those jars where you just have the little nice crystal jars and nobody know what it is, and you could say whatever, you could say it's very expensive. It tastes very expensive. It has that expensive taste to it.
So let's talk about the finish. The finish, right? On the back of that
I'm trying to finish. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right. So let's talk about the finish, right? And the finish, for those who don't know, is, you know, we talked about a sip. We talked about hitting the back of the tongue, but just kind of how it lingers. After you've tasted that sip, you tasted a few sips, how does that feel in your mouth? How does it go down? You know, does it linger? Right. Is it a bad? Is it a burn? No burn.
No burn.
No burn.
No burn.
It's a good taste that lingers in my mouth. But when I think about the finish, super smooth. I could actually sip this during the day, all day probably. 94 proof, little stronger than the 90 proof stuff that we usually kind of mess with, but I can still do this all day. What's your take on it?
I totally agree. It's like I say, for the price point and the way and the taste, you're like, if you covered this up, I would think that it's one of the higher end Glen something.
It's amazing that it's only $24.99. So the pros say it lingers with a hint of spicy oak.
Okay.
A hint of spicy oak.
Spicy,
and
yes.
I think that we called it bite.
Bite, but
it's not really bite on the back of that tongue. It's spicy
That's
oak.
why I said it's a good bite.
It's a good bite, spicy oak. All right. We did the palate. We did the finish. We even gave it our own official nose. Now, interestingly enough, not even the pros, actually Glen Fohdry themselves, QSI, Quality Spirits International, and Total Wine, they actually recommend that this is best enjoyed with drops of water. Remember, folks, we talked about this a lot, that water opens up your whiskey. This particular whiskey, the manufacturer, the distiller themselves says you want to do this with a couple of drops of water, period. That's what they said. So we did it neat, and we actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's nice.
So now we're going to try it. You know, I got my little handy-dandy whiskey dropper. Don't leave home without it. 1, 2. I'm going to get myself 1, 2. 1, 2. And
let's nose it again.
Let's nose it again, see if it changes up a little bit. Swish it around.
Wow.
It almost brings out more of a cinnamony flavor, nosy flavor, right?
It really mellows it out because when I inhaled it the first time, like I said, it like was like clearing my sinuses. But now it's like it's very smooth. It's
wow,
very smooth.
It changes the profile big time. Okay, I can't wait. Let's sip.
Let's sip. Ooh.
Wow.
I'll tell you what it did for me. It
oh
really,
my goodness.
It just
two drops of water, y'all. Two drops of water.
It really just smoothed it out. It smoothed it out going from the tip of my tongue all the way back going down.
Yeah, but it actually gave it more flavor.
It did.
It's more flavor with the drops of water. The flavor really popped.
Hold on, let me try it again just to make sure it wasn't.
Yeah, it's like the Tootsie Pop. A 1,
a 2. Wasn't a glitch in the Matrix. Let me see.
Wow. Okay. So Glen Fohdry, French oak cask, $24.99, 2 drops of water, period. Don't mess around
with
it. Get straight to the 2 water drops.
And for those who are experienced whiskey drinkers, yes, try it, straight just for yourself. But yeah, if they recommend it, that's saying a lot because it does change it. It does change it
dramatically.
Just a couple of drops, not an ice cube because then the ice has to melt and cool down, and you have a whole lot in there. But just a couple of drops, room temperature, fresh water preferably, if it's convenient.
How does it pair with your stick?
And I was waiting till we got to that. It goes hand in hand. It's like it's not a drastic going from one end to the other. It's very smooth across the board. I love smooth. I just love smooth because I think most people like that.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. And if you don't have a whiskey dropper, one little tip that I always like to throw out there is if you have a bottle of water, always hydrate, right? I always say drink some water in between. If you got a bottle of water, take your bottle of water, take the cap off, pour you like a little bit into your cap, and then do that. That'll do the same thing. So, poor man's way of doing it if you don't want to splurge for the whiskey dropper. It's only like $1 though. So, what you binge watching right now, bro, before we get out of here? Because, we TV heads too a little bit. I don't have as much time as I like to watch
when we can fit it in. Sometimes I'll have because I work from home, and sometimes I have my other screen over here, and it's just going. I'm watching Demon Slayer.
Oh.
And it's kind of like this young.
Does it anime?
It's anime.
Okay.
Demon Slayer.
Keeping it real with the anime.
Yeah.
All right.
Young.
So you turned me on to that other shit. Transylvania? It was some like Dracula stuff.
Now you say it. I can't remember. Castlevania.
There it is.
Castlevania.
Yeah. So that was good.
That's real. Even if you don't like just the storyline, even if you don't like anime, it's a good storyline.
It is. It was like a movie, man.
Yeah.
It was like a movie.
And they have like three seasons of it out. You'll like it. You'll like it.
You know what I just finished? What I highly recommend. I'm a hoop head, right? Everybody knows I love my basketball. On Netflix, and it's been out a while, but I finally got a chance to watch it. Last Chance University basketball.
I heard about that.
That was incredible. You saw that, X? X is nodding his head behind the camera. That was an incredible documentary. If you're a hoop head, man, it's about 6 or 7 episodes, so it's not a long watch. It's ridiculous. A junior college basketball program with some like serious ballers that kind of, took a left turn here, there, whatever reason. Coach got them all together on the same team. These are guys that could all be playing at like Division I school somewhere, but they all end up in this little JC and they going for the state championship of California, and they just balling, man. Wow. But it's drama filled too, but it's real. So anyway, Last Chance University, that's my shout out on Netflix. It was really good. How many cigars do you give Glen Fohdry? Just wrap this baby up.
For the price point, and I'm a market high. I'm gonna give it 4 sticks. Because
that's a great I think anything 3 and above is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because clearly if they put $40 or $50 price point on this, it's worth that. It's worth that. So for the price point, so I give it 4 sticks.
4 sticks. All right. I'm gonna give it. I'm close. I'm gonna be a little rougher than Simp. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Okay.
But it's really good because like I said, anything 3 and above is like a slam dunk for me. And we're gonna give this 3.5 to 4 sticks from the Puff Sip Chat podcast. Glen Fohdry, $24.99 at Total Wine. French Oak Cask. They also have the American Oak Cask. We'll have to try that soon too.
Okay.
That's like $31, $32. So it's just a little bit more.
A couple dollars difference.
Then they go up to the 21 year. We might, if we get some sponsors, man, y'all can hook us up with the 21 and the 29 year. We'll be.
There's a crisis going on.
We won't be ballers on a budget no more.
We gotta be responsible.
Oh man, Simp as always, brother. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Always fun.
Yeah. So you have just listened to the Puff Sip Chat podcast with Reggie Kimble and Sean Simpson.
StickMan Simp.
StickMan Simp.
Yes, sir.
StickMan number 1. And please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, let us know what you think. And please don't forget to hit that link while you're on puffsipchat.com to the cigar subscription service, all right? You're going to get your swag from puffsipchat.com, but you're also going to see the Loyal to Ash cigar subscription, 5 sticks for $39.99 a month. Coupon code PuffSipChat gets you 10% off the first 3 months, all right? Check them out. The podcast is on YouTube or your favorite streaming platform, right? If you like Google Podcasts, if you like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we are there. And hit that little notification bell to let us know and ring that bell. Let us know that or remind yourself, rather. Don't let us know.
Yeah.
Remind yourself that the podcast episode, a new episode is dropped. And check us out at TampaCigarWeek.com. Don't want to miss it. TampaCigarWeek.com. It's going to be off the chain.
Already got the plane tickets, baby.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. We're going to be doing it. And shout out to Mindful Life Productions, my man X, and his right-hand man, AJ, are here hooking us up and doing the thing as they always do with our fantastic videography.
Awesome.
We always get compliments on the quality of our video, the quality of our sound. Thank you guys for hooking us up as always. And shout out to Miles, our editor, because, we coming your way next, brother. So until next time, I'm StickMan number 1. Sean, get your sticks up.
Y'all, StickMan Simp.
Puff Sip Chat repeat. I'm out. Please show your appreciation. Go get some StickMan swag, stickman.blog. We got Puff Sip Chat t-shirts. We got some great hoodies. We got whatever you need in whatever color you want to see it in. So check us out. I'm StickMan #1. Till next time, Puff Sip Chat repeat, baby. I'm out. Peace.